Play what? Eastward? What game is that? Oh. What game is Eastward? Yeah. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's Zelda and Earthbound.
Oh, okay. Are you sure we're live?
Yeah.
Did you hit live on YouTube? No.
It automatically does it
Okay, I'm doing my controller.
as soon as it receives the...
It's there.
Yeah, I know it is.
Hey.
We got this.
Yeah. No, we got the...
No, cause I don't want to mess up your whole setup. Just...
Okay.
That's the great thing about YouTube, is you can remotely monitor and do everything.
Yeah.
Like I said, you can end your stream remotely.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's... I think YouTube's doing a great job.
Here, copy link.
I'm not simping for YouTube. I think they're doing a better job than Twitch right now.
Yeah, I mean, at least they don't have hate raids happening still.
Yeah. They just host Nazis. But they're getting better about that.
Mm. Oh, yeah. Ugh.
I mean, I think we should definitely do the CRT version. Oh, I mean, yeah. I mean, we can play around with it. We'll set that up for, like, this weekend. We gotta see all this motioning at our bodies.
Special CRT TV vision.
With CRT vision.
Is saying CRT TV redundant?
No, because it's cathode ray tube.
Okay. This is making sure it wasn't like people that say stupid shit like
ATM machines. Yeah, automatic teller machines.
Yeah.
They automatically give you ATMs.
Right.
Or no, they would automatically give you... I don't know how that would work.
I don't know. But I'm sharing to all the things.
But no, it's cathode ray tube TV.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna actually share on, because I haven't done that since the last time, like the time before we played. And then here, that was me posting on.
Yeah, I know. I was just reminded me to mute my phone.
Yeah, I muted mine too.
So.
All right, that's everybody. That's all the socials.
All the socials.
I mean, I don't share it on Twitter because, I mean, who the fuck follow? I mean, I guess I probably...
You probably have... I mean, I have like 4 followers.
Yeah. I haven't done that in a while, so I'll do that.
Oh.
Bam. I tweeted it out.
Bam. So... Metroid Prime.
Metroid Prime.
Yeah, one of my favorite games. Yeah.
And if anyone is watching that has watched the other ones knows I've never played this game.
Yeah, this game is great. This game was like, how the hell are they going to make a 2D game into a 3D game?
Do you think this game is revolutionary?
Oh, hell yeah.
Well, you'll have to explain why as you play through.
I mean, okay, so the thing to remember about
play the game, start.
Okay. So we'll go ahead and start. My favorite game ever. One of my favorite games ever.
Now you're starting from the very beginning, right? You're not
Yeah.
playing one of your other saves? Okay.
No, but I am going to point out how this is my first save. Took me 25 hours to beat the thing.
Right. Like
And
you
then
mentioned,
my other subsequent
it
playthroughs.
only took you like 10 hours.
10 hours, yeah.
You know. Which I could see that because I was fucking...
we're just going to go normal.
Because I was fucking around and just like the opening area, and I could see how where if you knew where to go, you would,
okay. So this has the scan mechanic. Right? And when you first... Unidentified distress beacon has been tracked to a derelict vessel orbiting Talon 4. I honestly thought it was in black and white the first time I played it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Until you get to this blue here. Oh, I love it.
So this would have been a time when...
This was the first Metroid game since Super Metroid.
Okay. So does this take place after Super Metroid?
No, this takes place after Zero Mission.
Really?
Yes. Any game that has Metroids in it
Yeah.
has to take place between Metroid 1 and 2. Because in 2, Samus goes and eradicates all the Metroids. And so any Metroids that exist post Metroid 2, like in Super Metroid or Other M or whatnot, are clones.
Oh. Oh, so they went the clone route.
Well, not really a clone, but like people trying to recreate.
Genetic recreations,
Yes.
basically. Okay.
Because
So-
as we will learn...
So they had the same issue. You've never seen any of the Alien movies past Aliens. So they have the same
Right.
issue as Aliens 3 and 4, where... Well, specifically Aliens 4, where it's like, it's just clones and genetic manipulations.
And then Samus jumps.
Because, I mean, obviously, at that point, Ripley is, not even...
Right. There's the iconic music.
Yeah.
So the big thing with this is it doesn't control like a first-person shooter.
It does not.
It's
very...
And it does that on purpose, right?
You think so?
Yeah.
Well, I'm
Yes.
assuming
No,
so.
it absolutely does that on purpose. Because it is first and foremost an adventure game.
So you don't think that...
And then you have L targeting.
Right. Oh, see, that's what I couldn't figure out.
You can also...
Right, and I was doing that, and it was, like, really bad, and I was like, oh my god, how do people aim in this fucking game?
You get good. So, basically, we're not going to go through and scan everything.
Oh, okay, we're not. Okay.
Well, I'll show you. So we have red switches that are, like, actually switches. They do something, right? So this first one turns on these guys here.
Right.
Yeah,
basically, if
you're quick enough on the L,
you can switch in between them like that. Okay.
yeah, you can switch them.
Nice.
But
But anyway, what I was gonna say was that I was messing around and I was like, struggling with the controls because I was like, oh my god, this isn't like a first person shooter. It's
no,
not
it
like
is not.
and then I'm just like, why?
Like
why
here
would
we
they
have
do
an
that?
orange tag,
Right.
and if we scan this, it just says
it just gives you information of where you're going.
yeah, it gives us little world buildings.
Right.
So we're just gonna scan the important stuff and the story stuff.
But yeah, like I went through and like scanned everything. Whereas if you were playing the game, obviously you wouldn't, because you've played it a bunch already.
Yeah.
And you know where to go, and you know what to do, and you know what's important and what's not, and things like that. So
Yep.
I could easily see how you could cut numerous hours out of this gameplay.
Now we are gonna scan some things because I mean,
Right, because it's like, what the fuck is that?
nothing there. High levels of radiation. Oh, some of the space pirates are good.
Well, it's like, yeah, because it says like that one was, its neck was broken.
Yeah. Cause of death Severing of the spinal cord.
Excuse me, severing of the spinal cord, aka they broke its neck.
Some of these are interesting. There's an escape pod. But like none of these controls are important.
So this is a space pirate vessel.
Yes.
Okay. So you start out with the charge beam.
You start out with your basic arsenal.
And
charge beam, morph ball,
and morph ball mines.
Bombs.
Or bombs, I should say.
Don't really need to get this, but we're gonna.
Oh, so we should talk about the fact that this is being shown twice.
Yeah, so its map is amazing.
Yeah?
Yeah, like it's fully 3D. You can see everything.
I will say it's a cool map. It's a cool way to do a map.
It occasionally gets a little wonky.
Well,
like
I don't think I've ever played a game where the map even like.
Well,
like
sometimes it'll get like stuck.
Oh, yeah.
Like
say Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal. Like even their maps get a little wonky.
Yeah.
Where it's like, you know.
But one of the biggest things about Metroid Prime was that you would hit a door and sometimes it wouldn't open right away.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'll show you when we get down to.
Oh, because it's loading stuff, right?
But yeah, we're showing this twice because we're using the GCHD
Mark II,
which is a GameCube adapter. Allows you to do HDMI output along with component output or RGB, depending on
your setup.
Yeah, your setup.
But it allows you to do both of them at the same time.
Yeah.
And so we have it being shown twice.
So
even for us.
The smaller one is the CRT vision.
Yeah, it's a Sony Vega. Is that how it's pronounced?
Yeah. Oh.
Uh-oh. Battery die?
Yeah, my battery died.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. That's not good. It's battery. Oh no.
Uh-oh. One sec. Oh, and she just walked in front of the camera. Uno momento. We'd been using it a lot, so it makes sense. Oh, you're getting hit too. Yeah. It's hurting.
Everything's fine. Okay, there we go.
But yeah, and the reason why we're doing this is
I like the look of
cool.
CRTs.
One, it's cool, and two, it's interesting to see the do you have missiles already too?
Yeah.
Oh wow. It's interesting to see the CRT do certain things better.
Yeah.
Like
its color space is way better.
Like its blacks are just better.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. Because the TV...
Okay, these are some of the interesting ones. So these are actually some of the life forms we'll see on Talon.
Plasmite.
Got a Plasmite. You'll recognize this guy.
Yeah, that's one of the dudes from Metroid 1.
Yeah, so this is one of the little jumper guys.
Yeah, those guys are tough.
Plasmite.
Parasite larva.
But yeah.
Does it have information on what the heck that is?
I mean, some of these do. But like I said, we're not gonna
it's just a giant thing.
Yeah, we'll find out what this is.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So,
But yeah, there's a certain like it's really noticeable once we get to space pirate brain hemorrhage.
Yeah, brain hemorrhage.
Oh wow, that's messed up. So that's their way of like making them like easier to kill at first. Huh.
Yep.
That's interesting, actually.
Because like something happened on this base.
Well, clearly something happened on this base.
But yeah, you'll get a lot of these, a lot of long hallways with a door at the end.
Right, because it's using it to as a means to load. Ooh.
I don't have the double jump yet.
Hmm. But yeah, there's a certain instance when you like kind of go outside and there's like more open areas where it's really noticeable, like the color differences.
Yeah. I mean, CRTs just usually end up having better color spaces.
Yeah. Oh, right. And the HD TV that we're using is a freaking Sony Bravia. So it's not like it's a crappy TV or anything by any means. It's just proof positive that old games like this just
well, I mean, this is the technology that they were built for.
Right.
What are we gonna do? Quick little save.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were actually told when they were making this game, can't do this. There is no game.
Really?
Yep.
So if you can't morph ball the open doors?
No, if you can't get the morph ball transition to work.
Oh, I see what you mean. So if you can't if they couldn't get the player character to basically go from third person to or
from first
person to third person, then it just Actually, that's interesting.
Yeah.
What other games actually have the ability to go from first and third person like that?
I mean, there are some.
I mean, technically, like Minecraft can, for instance.
We're gonna scan all the bosses, of course.
Oh, okay, sure. Yeah,
so
new creature entry.
Yeah, so this is what we've been seeing.
Parasite Queen. Okay, yeah.
Genetically enhanced, weak spot, mouth, yeah, all that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like some experiment that they've been doing.
Okay.
Have begun a bioengineering program with considerable results.
I would say so. So is the idea that that Samus has a computer AI like in as part of the suit?
Yeah, kinda.
Or is that ever actually explained?
Not really. Kinda. So
it never goes as far as Halo did, where it's there's an AI.
No, not until Fusion.
Not until Fusion.
Yeah. Which the AI actually stays with us, which as every Metroid fan will be like, it's Adam Malkovich.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then here's our escape sequence.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I sure love these. At least it doesn't make you parkour over things that are crumbling.
Did you actually get through this when you played?
No, I didn't go to this point. Is it going to make you parkour over things that are crumbling?
Oh, maybe. I just turned the turrets off.
Right. I mean, I've watched you play through this point before. I don't remember you having to parkour. I mean, I remember you having to climb up things like that and fight these guys. as you're trying to escape. God, those guys are tough.
Well, they're almost full health space pirates.
Yeah. Wow. This game is not pulling any punches when it comes to that type of stuff. That's interesting.
So you're not actually supposed to do this in Morph Ball, but it's faster.
Right. Oh hey, they even have the little parasite dudes.
Yeah. Whee! Plus, it's kind of fun.
This kind of reminds me of, what does that remind me of? That reminds me of like some movie or television show maybe.
It'd be better if I had the speedball.
Actually reminds me of, oh, that's gross. Oops.
Yeah, so they did a lot of visor effects.
Yeah, I mean that makes, I thought you turned those off, or I guess those are still on.
Those are different ones.
Hmm. Huh. Do those guys not actually hurt?
No, they hurt.
Oh.
They just have to swarm you.
Oh, I see.
So.
Oh. Is that like a heated area or something?
It's like a piston.
Mm.
We'll actually come back to this later on in the game.
Your laptop is falling asleep again.
Oh, here we go. And you'll recognize this, buddy.
Ripley?
It's Ridley.
Or Ridley? Not Ripley?
Yeah, it's Ridley. In his meta form. They just rebuilt him. Ridley will not stay dead.
Well, of course not. Did you always have that?
Yep. It's used very seldomly.
Strange.
So in Metroid Prime 3, they actually use it way more. Because some enemies will actually have shields, and you can actually grab their shield and pull them out off of them.
So 3 was the only one that came out on the Wii, right?
Well, they all three came out on the Wii eventually.
Oh, see,
That's what the Metroid Prime trilogy is. Yeah, so Varia function, Morph Ball malfunction, Missile malfunction, Charge Beam malfunction,
Oh, so now you don't have it.
Grapple Beam malfunction. Yeah, I just got nerfed.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Of course.
Where's the door?
Behind you. Nope, there it is.
Oh, there it is. So I'll show off some of the cooler features in the game here in just a bit once we get to the surface. Now for me, this was my first Metroid.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I didn't know who the hell that was. I was just like, oh, cool, Space Dragon!
Yeah. The Space Dragon. Now see, because I only played the NES version, and the NES version doesn't go like, it's Ripley! Or Ridley. God, I keep doing that. It's Ridley.
Has been lost. Ground-based recon required.
I wouldn't know who that is either. You know, if I would have played this one next after that or whatever. Or what have you.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Super Metroid did come out.
Right, but I wouldn't have played. I mean, it's not something that I ever even had the
you
ability
can-
to play.
Like, I don't know if it's showing up on stream, but like, there's a blue tint to everything on the CRT.
Yeah,
And it's just kind of lost in the
it is.
LCD.
Yeah, it loses the blue tint of the rain.
Yeah.
It's weird.
So, I mean, this game is actually pretty graphically impressive. Like, I mean, look at the detail on her cannon.
Yeah.
Like, that's just so crazy. And if we come over here, we're gonna oh, I don't have the charge beam anymore. Oh. So we're gonna do this real quick, because this is actually the end of the game.
You can just go straight to the end of the game?
No, you cannot.
Oh. I
Um,
was gonna say that must be like a speedrunner's wet dream.
no. Space pirate data. So this is the space pirate. Field team reports are in on an age structure of alien design built on the surface of Talon 4. Studies show the structure projects a containment field. This field bars access to a prime source of energy within a deep crater. Science teams believe the field is powered by a number of strange Chozo artifacts. We have found some of these relics, and studies on them have begun as this field could hinder future energy production operations on Talon 4. We must dismantle it as soon as possible. If this means the destruction of the Chozo artifacts, it will be done.
Mm-hmm.
But it's your first bit of story of what's going on in here. And then we can't actually get in there yet. So, but there's like 12 of those artifacts. And we gotta hunt them all down. Some of them we'll find as we play. Actually, most of them I will find as I play.
I imagine so.
But the thing I wanted to show off
Was the underwater?
well, not so much the underwater, but notice how her visor like fogs up.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are visor effects. And
Oh yeah, the water.
if you I can't do it yet. Not dark enough in this area. But yeah, cool little area.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like I said, we're not gonna scan literally everything.
I mean, unless it. Does it give you something for like how much that you scan?
It's your completion bonus.
Oh well, then who cares? Don't worry about scanning anything unless it's like story-wise. Like, there's no reason to like scan that if you don't need to.
But like the creatures, they actually give you a little avoid contact with spikes. Basic. They give you like little. Is vulnerable from any indirect attacks.
Right.
It gives you like little tidbits on like
How to beat them.
yeah, and like this gives you bonus is 10 health of unit.
Oh.
10 health of unit.
Yeah.
But You know where we need to go. So we're just gonna go there. And there are some pretty funny entries as well.
Mm.
Like there's one where space pirates are trying to figure out how the morph ball technology works.
Oh yeah.
And they're just like, all subjects have been crushed to death so far. And it's just like, Jesus Christ!
God, that's horrible.
But I remember where that one is, so I'll be sure to incoming scan. Yeah, and we're gonna leave these on because this is actually kind of like where you need to go next.
Oh, okay.
So, and you can actually turn this on and off.
Yeah, those are like
we are gonna scan this
hints or whatever, right?
Chozo lore. You want to read this one?
Sure. Chozo script. Something at
Translated.
At the highest point of our city lies the fountain, a wellspring of pure water that flows throughout our civilization. It is the jewel of the Chozo, the life giver, and yet its waters speak of a clouded future. As we come to understand the paths of time and space more clearly, we have begun to glimpse rough tatters at past and future, glittering behind reality like soft lights behind a curtain. We have seen the fountain in these glimpses, pouring darkness instead of water, and we cannot guess what the visions mean.
So these are your Chozo.
Interesting.
And so if we actually come here, yeah, so we have pirate data, artifact. But there's
Like a lot.
yeah,
Right.
Chozo lore. I mean, there's not that many, honestly, in the grand scheme.
Right.
Enemies, there's a lot of enemies.
Well, I imagine so. I mean,
Research.
that's solar energy? Oh, small energy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
So
the
that's like
cube.
all
That's
the
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Huh. Huh.
But yeah, the whole reason they did the lock on feature was because they wanted it to feel like an action adventure game, not a first person shooter. Right? So they had a very clear vision.
I mean, that's cool.
And then we can I forgot, it doesn't actually tell you what it is. It's an energy tank.
Oh.
But we can't get that for a little. God, I can't wait to get the double jump.
I mean, isn't that everything in a Metroid game? Is like,
Well, so you can actually get the double jump right when you land.
oh yeah.
But I've never been able to do that. A little bit of a speedrunning thing.
I guess you have to get there
wait,
at a certain amount of time or something.
Can't go through there. Need the morph ball.
You have to get there in a certain amount of time or something, or
No, it's just it's using your ship's geometry.
oh,
Because it's actually right behind your ship.
oh, interesting. Wow, those guys are gonna fucking kill you.
I'll be fine.
Well, just don't die.
I mean, I just have one energy tank right now, so. Yeah. Save station. I got it. Yeah, the hint then can be a little.
It gets a little obtrusive after
We
a
Chozo
while.
are departing now, after so many years in peaceful seclusion here on Talon 4. When we came, this place was a refuge for our spirits, a civilization built from natural materials, bereft the trappings of our technology. We are linked to the land here, kindred to the plants and animals, far away from the machines that we had come so dependent on, and so we leave it now, pristine, a testament to the mortal forms we no longer need. We have drawn the veils of time and space aside, and are withdrawing beyond the illusion. But we'll never forget this, the most sacred of our homes, and we will still remain ever watchful. So the Chozo are the super ancient race, right?
Right.
They're the bird people that Samus grew up with.
Right. Which is weird because
Why?
I mean, it sounds like they all ascended.
Also,
That's cool.
yeah, this blew my mind as a little kid.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh my god, it's a reflection.
Because it sounds like they all ascended to like a higher plane of existence.
So, what happened was Zebes was the home of the Chozo.
Right.
They allude to that in Metroid Zero Mission, where she says, "The place I once called home."
Right.
Right. And after the development of Metroids and all that, because Metroids are not a natural phenomenon. They were actually designed to combat what's known as the X-Parasite. That was like the enemy. Can I get in there yet? Oh, I need the morph ball. In Metroid Fusion. Right? And it can like mimic things.
Right.
And so the Metroids were developed to counteract that. Well, they did that, and then all the Metroids didn't have anything to take care of. So it was like, oops.
We're bored.
Not really, we're bored. We used up our food source. So,
So they started killing others.
yeah, and they started evolving, and then the Chozo like sealed them off. And this is basically Metroid 2, where you find all this out.
So Metroid Zero Mission is still the first Metroid, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like even in the timeline or whatever. Wow. Hmm.
Ah, damn it. It's best to just kind of stand here and spin. Spin the win.
And just try and catch them as they stop,
Yeah.
like that.
Yep. Spin, spin. How Samus just doesn't like barf up
Vomit?
all the
Yeah.
time, I don't know.
Well, I mean, I guess if she's used to turning into a ball and rolling around in that, I'd imagine she's used to spinning at all. So
I mean, who knows?
maybe she has some type of special gyro thing that makes it to where
Missile launcher.
she doesn't feel the what would it be, the
Centripetal force.
the centrifugal force of it.
Missile launcher.
I was gonna say the G's, but I mean
That's the same thing.
G force.
So now you can unlock those doors.
Oh, congrats! And that's an energy tank.
Yeah, and I got an energy tank. And then this is a hole I can't go in.
Yeah.
Alright, now to get the charge beam. There we go. We're gonna try to get to the double jump today, the space jump.
Okay.
But see, now I can take care of these guys. I can blow up their nests.
Because you have the missiles.
Yeah. And I might be able to do something in this room. We'll see. Ah, I can do this. Oh, it's a map room.
It's a map.
And so now we can see where we need to go. We need to go...
So does it actually give you an idea of where you need to go?
Yeah. Yeah, it'll tell me here in a little bit. It'll pop up with a... You need to go here, because we just went to the place. Okay, yeah, I can't do that yet. Okay. But yeah, one of the cool things, you notice she looks down when she jumps.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's little tiny subtle things like that. That make this game so great.
Well, so clearly the whole transition to third person with the morph ball is a big deal.
Right.
And technology-wise, I'm sure, but also just gameplay-wise.
Yeah, I mean, the morph ball is iconic for Metroid.
Right.
The morph ball is how you crouch.
I never noticed, but her helmet looks very, like, air-like.
Oh, and you hear that noise?
No.
That...
Yes.
That means there's a power-up somewhere in here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
So... In fact, you can see it right there.
Yeah.
Can I get that yet? No, I need the morph ball. It's so much harder to go through this backwards.
Why?
Well, because going through it frontwards, you can just kind of like shoot. Like bam, right at eye level. Bam, right at eye level.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, see, they hurt.
Oh, yeah, they do.
But you can also
Blow them up and...
blow them up and get a bunch of health.
Oh, yeah.
So,
That's also true. Hmm.
yeah, I can't wait till I get the charge beam.
Oh my god, that did a lot of damage.
Yeah, they can do a lot of damage. What's this? Morph ball!
Yeah.
Well, let's just go grab it.
Nope.
Oh,
We gotta fight a boss
sad
first.
face. We gotta fight a bunch of these guys.
Oh, okay. It's one of those rooms. It's like a challenge room. And now it's a big one.
Except it's the mama.
Plated beetle. Well-armored burrowing insect vulnerable only in the rear abdomen. Creature's thick cranial plating can repel frontal attacks. This gives it an advantage in combat, allowing it to make ramming attacks, only surfacing when it detects vibrations above. It then maneuvers itself so as to always face its rival, keeping its exposed abdomen protected. I can say words well. Well, you gotta learn how to dash.
Yeah. You can only do it when you're targeting. Oh.
Well,
Come on, charge me.
Hit me.
Hit me. No, you want to.
Well, that hurt.
And now it's dead.
Oh. It doesn't have like a hit point meter.
Oh, no, because this is just a little mini boss.
Mm. And now you morph.
Now I can turn into a ball.
It's morphin' time.
No, wrong show. I don't have any morph balls.
Oh.
So I can't. Yeah, I can't. Even though a missile should. But no.
That's unfortunate.
No, and I missed the missiles over there.
Oh, well, you know.
I don't think I can do this half pipe yet.
I don't know.
No, I can't do half pipe.
Yeah.
What are you asking about food?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm fine doing whatever for food.
Yeah, you guys should eat. Ooh, this might not be as long of a stream as normal.
Oh.
Well, you know, food and just in general.
Ah, now I can go up here.
Oh, those guys suck.
Yeah, they can be a pain.
As always, the worst enemies in a video game are always flying things.
Yeah, little flying insects, yeah.
Yep. Bats, flying insects, all that fun stuff.
Okay, your turn. You get to read.
As we struggle with the great poison, something stirs at the edges of our vision. It is the hatching Samus. We feel her.
Hatchling.
Oh, hatchling Samus. We feel her.
Yeah, try reading it off the bottom screen. It's way clearer,
Oh,
actually.
yeah, you're right. It is, isn't it? That's actually kind of sad.
Yeah.
Across the void, as she hunts the corrupted, will our fates again be one? As our pride shatters, will prophecy become real? When all strength wanes from the Chazo, will it be the hatchling who fulfills our legacy? True, sight eludes us, for the poison gnaws at all veins. Vision, leaving seers blind and filled with despair. Truth's blessing may come too late.
And what's this?
Toxin levels are high. Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, these are the little creatures we saw. Phase mites.
And those are plasmites.
Asmites, whatever.
But it also makes it darker when you kill them.
Yep.
Isn't that nifty? It is dark AF.
Yes, yes it is.
Oh, that hurt. That also hurt.
Yep. Oh yeah, there's little platforms there. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So is the plasma not something you can do anything about until...
Yeah, no, I have to do something about it later. Little mushroom dudes.
Oh. Whatever did they do to you? Oh, it's very warm.
Yeah, except I can't go in there. So. I just want to get the charge beam.
Oh.
Ah!
Why do you keep scanning those? You don't need to.
Well, because I feel like I need to.
Well, you don't need to. You just said
But
that.
I want to scan them.
But you're also like doing it in the middle of like about to be getting hit by it or something.
Well, you know.
And you're like quickly trying to scan them. You're not even reading what it says.
Well, no, because I already know what it says.
Then stop scanning them.
But scanning is like a thing in the game.
But you already said you don't need to know, like you know all of this stuff
that was a
already.
mistake.
Yeah, this is gonna hurt a lot. Damn. That hurt a lot.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Yep.
Yeah, there's some symbols around here that. Maybe. Nope. Save station. I see.
A runic symbol has been activated.
And that's gonna bring into this room. Ugh, this room. Yeah, see, save points restore your energy.
Yeah, so see how like the back of her head, the way the like save again.
I mean, kinda.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it looks like hair.
I guess.
I guarantee that's what they were going for with that. It's very Japanese in design.
Missile expansion.
Yay, more missiles. So do you get any abilities that you didn't have at the beginning of the game before it took them away from you?
Yeah. Yeah, you get the double jump.
Oh, right.
You get the speed ball.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You get the spider ball.
Oh, so it can like roll up the walls and shit?
Yeah. Well, specific tracks in this game.
Okay.
That's right. I have to.
You have to open that gate?
Yeah, I forgot that. You gotta scan for the runes. Okay. Start here at the beginning.
Did that enemy just respawn?
No, it's a different enemy.
Oh.
Two, three. Where's the fourth one?
Are you sure you didn't get... Well, I guess it would do like a cutscene if you did, right?
Yeah, probably. It's actually been a while since I've played this game. I see there's still one more. Where is it? Oh, it's not there.
Mm. That sucked.
Oh,
Nope,
there it is.
Yeah.
Church beam.
Wow.
Oh my god, church beam is so great in this game. It pulls power or items towards you.
As you're charging?
Yeah.
Mm. That's nice.
Nutrizo. We have returned to Talon 4, born here against our will by a great cataclysm from the reaches of space. A meteor came, casting a dark shadow of debris over the land with the violence of its impact. But we perceived this from beyond space and time. It was but a curiosity. A brief flare in the infinite march of the universe. But the meteor brought with it corruption. A great poison burst forth into the land, clawing at life with such violence that we were ripped from our peaceful state and find ourselves wandering as shadows of the mortal forms we left behind, searching for why we are here. A big meteor came by and, like, poisoned everything. So...
No, I gathered that, but why are they being like, I mean,
So, back to what I was saying about the Chozo. The Chozo actually, like, split up after they left. After they created the Metroid.
okay.
So, and they all kind of went their separate ways. And they all, like, they kind of, like, started becoming, like, a reclusive race.
I mean, it sounds like they're losing their fucking minds a little bit.
Not really losing their mind, just, like, it's kind of like the way that, if you've watched Lord of the Rings, like, elves look at humans.
Oh, okay. So
Right. They
so
were like,
because
you guys
they-
need to start taking care of yourself.
because they live for so long,
Yeah.
it's one of those things of like,
I see, now I can.
oh yeah, that's pretty useful.
Yeah. Super useful.
Oh, it's so warm in here. Ugh.
I don't think it's that warm.
I'm like really warm for some reason.
You're always warm, though.
Well, this is true. But
Oh, there's always one left over. I remember this part taking me so long the first time because like this. I mean, back then, like platforming like this was really hard.
Right. I mean, once again, this is like the beginning of 3D, platforming. And then this is like first person 3D platforming, which is,
Yeah.
even more
harder.
different than like, playing Super Mario 64 or something like that. Oh, you missed it.
I did miss it.
Now you have to do that whole thing over again.
Well, thankfully, I've already killed everything. Oh, so I saw an interesting thing last night while watching Always Sunny.
Oh, what's that?
It was not even it wasn't even a voiced role.
Mm-hmm.
And it lasted for like maybe a second.
Uh-huh.
Bernie Burns was in the episode.
Oh, you didn't know that?
I did not know that.
Yeah. Yeah. Bernie's in an episode, and I'm pretty sure at some point they got Michael and Jeff in an episode too.
I haven't noticed them, but it was literally just like they cut to him like reacting to the game, doing something.
Mm-hmm. And that's it. Yeah.
And then that's it.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't say anything.
He does not.
Like I'm like, that is such a weird thing to have like this big huge guy and then be like, yeah, you're just gonna like not say anything.
But is he a big huge guy?
He's worth millions.
I mean, not anymore. He's not a part of the company anymore.
I mean, he's still worth millions.
Yeah.
You don't just stop being a millionaire. Like, it was just one of those things where, like, I noticed it, like... And, like, I was just like, wait a second.
You like, rewind and you're like, holy shit.
Yeah! Like, holy shit, that's Bernie Burns! Oh, yeah, this guy.
Yeah.
Stone Toad. Preys on creatures smaller than itself, vulnerable only from within.
Yeah, there it is.
Yep, that's the thing. It's just him being like, what the fuck?
Yep.
A stone toad is able to remain still for days. It preys upon creatures smaller than itself, inhaling them whole. Anything it finds undigestible, it regurgitates. Stone toads use their tusks as a last resort of combat. I thought this guy was like just like a statue.
But it's an actual thing. Oh, wow.
Yeah, you morph ball.
And he spits you out?
And he spits you out because he's like, I can't eat you.
Huh. Weird.
Huh. Here.
Actually, I could be wrong. I don't think they're in it.
Oh, god damn it. I forgot about this boss. Oh.
It's like bees or something?
It's an incinerator drone.
Okay.
So.
Interesting. Well, that doesn't seem too... oh, well, that could be bad.
I don't know. It's just ingrained into me with Metroid Prime. You scan shit.
I mean, I get that. It's just, I don't know. Oh yeah, those guys hurt. Interesting boss. It's like, it's a boss, but it's like, it's just there to do a job.
Yeah.
And it just so happens that it's like coinciding with these. That's really cool, actually. Like, I kind of feel like
It's actually easier just to ignore them.
Well, yeah, I kind of figured. And just focus on killing the boss.
Yeah.
Because then it's gonna, do that.
I don't know. Scanning is like an integral part of Metroid Prime. Like, you can't go through the game without scanning stuff.
Why does that have the morph ball bomb in it?
It doesn't all make sense.
Because video game, that's why.
Like, why does Samus lose all of her powers the moment she starts on a new adventure?
Because video game, that's why. Oh, crap. Excuse me.
Got a missile expansion. Anything else in here? No. I was actually really nice in Metroid Prime 3. They actually gave you the ability to get all the power-ups marked on your map.
Oh.
They're kind of like the way Zero Mission does it.
Mm-hmm.
This is probably the most annoying part. Morph ball jumping.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because, like, I don't know. It just...
I mean, it doesn't seem that bad.
Like, it's not bad. It's just... can be kind of annoying.
Jinky? Is this Jinky, or... Whoa, you just blew him away. Poor bastard.
Well, he was in my way. So... Furnace room.
Oh, so what I was going to bring up before, like at the very beginning, and I forgot, is when you first played this game, did you play this on a CRT?
Yep. Played it on a CRT smaller than the one I have.
Well, I imagine so. Yeah, I mean, I had a CRT that was actually I had a CRT that was bigger than that.
Had one that was about... Oh shit, I forgot this is timed.
Yeah, you got to go. Oh, you can't jump yet. You have to get in a certain amount of time or something?
Yep.
Okay. So you did it.
Yeah.
But now you have to get on those platforms before they go back down or something?
Well, I need to...
Oh, of course there's shit in the way. So did you make it? Or is there more? Oh.
I think this was the last one.
Looks like it. Yeah, because it filled up like 3 things. And it's no longer beeping.
Yeah.
You were going to say something about the TV? Size of the TV?
Yeah, no, my TV was like maybe 24 inches.
Oh, you fucked that up.
I
don't remember how big.
Okay, so maybe... Okay, the TV I had my GameCube hooked up to was the family TV.
Oh, yeah.
And that may have been about the same size as the TV we're currently using, which is like 32 inches.
So
Might have been a little
so
bigger.
the same size as the HD TV.
The HD TV is like 40 some inches.
Oh, right. I keep thinking this is only a 30 some inch for some
No.
reason. So the TV I had for the longest time as a kid that I played everything on up to, like, well, yeah, everything actually. Oh, you trying to bomb jump?
I was spending the time to go ahead and learn the timing for the double bomb jump.
Mm. But
Because I'm gonna need that to eat
later
on.
So it was a big CRT TV, but it actually had the what the hell were those things called? It was the, like, back before cable forced everybody to switch to HDMI.
The coax.
It had the coax with the little prongs that you had to, like, screw
Oh
around.
yeah,
I can't remember. I don't remember what those are called, but like it was an
antenna
old
receiver.
Yeah, it was an old TV.
Yeah, that is super old. That's like 80s style.
Yeah, but it was fucking great, man. It like, I literally got rid of that TV and it still worked. And I just got rid of it because, like, I ended up getting an access to an HD TV basically.
I can go do that now.
I don't think it actually, I take that back. It wasn't an HD TV. It was just a TV that had
No, Ben.
that had normal, like, RGB connectors.
Oh, the component connectors.
Yeah, it had like the component connectors, not composite. Because I needed that to be able to play PS1 games.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I remember
so that was the big, and that was a smaller TV too.
It was like I want to say I was in like 5th or 6th grade. Something like that.
Yeah. Are you gonna bomb jump up there? Oh.
I'm gonna try.
Oh, that's what that is an indication of. Oh, you had it. Oh my.
I'm just gonna wait till I get the double jump.
Oh, all right. I mean, is it that big of a deal?
It's just a missile tank.
Oh, well, yeah, that's not that big of a deal. You're gonna go over there. Fifth and 6th grade.
My mom, when we were on spring break, came home that day, and she had gotten us an N64 to rent.
Oh, wow.
For the weekend.
Holy shit.
Wow. And she got that, and she got Mario 64.
Yeah.
We rented it. We ended up getting Wave Race 64, which is, oh my god, that's such a good game.
Yeah, that's one of your favorite games.
And Blast Cores was another one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. There were.
Okay.
I think we tried Hexen 64 because she got it for the whole week.
Oh wow. Yeah, that was back when and like it wasn't really that expensive to rent either.
No, not terribly. And I guess it depends on how much you're willing to spend to rent it.
Well, I mean, so you take into account.
I mean, I never knew how much it cost because I was like fucking 10.
Yeah.
And I had no concept of money. I was just like, holy shit, you did this? Oh my god. And so we actually took it and we hooked it up to like this old 80s TV that had the turn clickers on it.
Yeah. Had one of those too.
Yeah, see, these are the spider tracks that we will be able to.
Oh, okay.
but we had to hook it up through a VCR.
Really?
Yeah, because it didn't.
Oh,
the
right, because
TV didn't have any
it
have any input.
Right. Yeah, that was an option too, but my parents had the VCR in the living room on their big TV, and it was not
There's something else in this room, but it's up there.
and it was not an option to me for me to like steal the VCR to be able to use it on the TV in my bedroom.
Yeah.
Because like my mom actively used that VCR for the longest time. Like that used to be what we would do. Like that was the thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude, was like it was probably, I wouldn't say every weekend, but at least like once a month. We wouldn't go to the movies. We would go to like there was a video store in like one of the small suburb cities near.
Well, did you actually lived in the outskirts, right?
Right, but we would go.
I was about to say what city, but
Yeah,
that's probably not a great idea.
but we would go to one of the little suburb cities of the like main city.
Yeah.
And it had like a cheap place to rent movies.
Oh my god, there's always one. Motherfucker.
And this was like, dude, this was back when you could still rent NES games and shit. Like there are so many NES games that I played as a kid that I rented that I didn't ever actually own.
Yeah. I mean, I played. For me, it was N64.
Yeah.
My mom was like, "Yeah, you're not getting a video game system."
So that was Blockbuster, right? That she got all that stuff from?
No, actually.
Really?
It was. I mean, you've been to where my mom lives, right?
Right.
You know that really bad intersection.
Uh-huh. The place where the pizza place is now.
Yeah, where it used to be a pizza place.
Oh, is that not still Giovanni's or whatever?
No, they closed.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I didn't know that. I've actually
been... But that daycare center right there.
Oh, that used to be a video store.
That used to be a video store with a tanning booth up top.
Okay, yeah. I don't know what it was about video rental places, but it was always that and tanning booths.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why that was a combination, but it was.
Actually, I am going to...
Oh, so she might not have paid the price that I was thinking. Because I'm pretty sure I remember... Now, this might have been... This was like PlayStation 1 era, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And there was a Blockbuster in like downtown big city. Biggest city near where I lived.
Yeah.
And they would rent for a week for $100.
I think it was probably about that.
Yeah, it was like $100 for that. But video game rentals were also for a week. Like that was the norm.
Oh, see, ours were only for 3 days.
Oh wow!
Wow. She rented. You could rent for a week.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But it was like for like $1 a day or something.
Right. Yeah.
To rent something. So it wasn't like outrageous.
No. It's pretty much what Redbox used to do. Now it's like $2 or $2.50 a day for Blu-rays from Redbox. Oh
yeah, no. Rentals are much too expensive.
Yeah.
It's easier just to fucking pirate the damn thing.
Well,
no, I cannot go in there because heat.
Yeah.
Hot. It's hot in Topeka. Everybody loves a good Foster's Home.
But I never had the money, and my parents never had the money to rent a video game system like that. So it was always renting movies. But yeah, we would go to like the cheap place, and they would have, it would be like $1 for like 3 days or something like that. Maybe not even that. It would be like 50 cents even maybe. Because it was back when DVDs started to become a thing, but they weren't huge.
I mean, I remember, me and my brother went to the video store.
Mm-hmm.
And Star Trek 6 had just been released.
Oh yeah. My favorite of the original Star Trek movies.
I think it was Star Trek 6. It may not have been. It may have been Star Trek 5. And I'm just
maybe
not remembering the disappointment.
I mean, 5 wasn't disappointing. It was just weird.
No, it was disappointing. But
well, hold on. 5 is that where they time travel back home?
No, that's the one where God doesn't need a spaceship.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, definitely can't do that room.
I always mix 4 and 5 up. I can never remember which one's which.
I think I might be able to get that energy.
I mean, obviously, it should be easy to remember because the big thing about 4 is it's Spock, but it's not Spock. Like it's like newly reborn Spock who doesn't really understand everything.
That's it. That's 3.
No, 3 is when he's reborn. That's
okay.
No, 4 like the big joke is like Spock doesn't remember anything again. Like he's like super Vulcan Spock again.
Yeah.
And then somewhere along the way between
he like gets his memories
4
back
and 6, basically somewhere along the way between 4 and 6, he gets all his shit back.
Star Trek 4 was made because back in the 80s it was, hey, we need everything to take place during the 80s.
Oh well, I mean, yeah.
So, I mean that's really what they were doing.
I mean, I don't blame them.
Like, hey, you remember that Star Trek movie where they went to the 80s and that was the entire plot?
Well, it was also like a really big deal because it was like environmentalist and stuff.
I mean, but the plot of that movie was they go to the 80s.
I mean, the plot of the movie is like
they go to the 80s.
Environmentalist stuff.
They go to the 80s.
That's the whole undertones of the movie is like...
I'm not talking about undertones. I'm talking about the plot of Star Trek 4 was...
Yeah, they go to...
They go to the 80s.
Well, they go to present day during when that movie was made. It wasn't the 80s, actually.
No, it was the 80s.
It's the 90s.
If it's the 90s, it's the very early 90s.
Yeah, it's early 90s when punk rock was a huge thing. That was like the whole thing. Yeah.
Anyway.
I don't remember when that movie came out. It may have been 80s.
I think it was the 80s.
Anyway. Star Trek 4. Voyage Home or something like that?
Yeah, Voyage Home.
The Voyage Home. Oh, yep, 86. So yeah, that would have been 80s. It was actually like a weird mixture of like 70s and 80s because you had Spock like rocking the headband and stuff, which is very 70s.
Yeah. Well, they had to hide his ears.
Right.
I think it was supposed to give you more of a kung fu vibe.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's that too.
More than anything else.
Well, it was also kind of a throwback to Rambo.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because that was a big Rambo thing.
But anyway, back to my story. I never finished. Right. Me and my brother literally sat there and waited for the person that had the video to return
it. So that you could rent it?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
No, wait. No, it wasn't even that. It was, they just hadn't gotten it yet.
Oh,
like they hadn't gotten their copies yet.
Oh.
And so we were just waiting
for them to get their copy.
So that's what it was.
Oh, so you were there like the day that they were going to get new movies.
Yeah.
And you were waiting for them to basically check it in so you could rent it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we were the first. Also, that same movie store, I rented Transformers the movie.
Oh, the 1984 84, 86
Yeah,
or whatever movie.
the 84 movie.
Yeah.
So much. I literally wore the tape out. There are chunks of, like, if you could still get that copy.
Particular video of it, yeah.
There are chunks of the video missing.
Wow, because you just watched it so much.
Because I watched it so
It's a fantastic
much.
movie. It's
really not.
Very 80s, but it's a good Transformers movie.
It's really not.
How is it not?
Have you watched it recently?
Of course I've watched it recently. I just watched it like a year ago.
The transitions make no damn sense.
Well, I mean, sure.
Like, some of the dialogue doesn't make... Like, why does Ultra Magnus put the Matrix in his chest, take it out, then put it back in?
Well, that's just, that's one of those things where it's poor, what's the word? Like, poor editing.
I mean, it's poor something.
I mean, that's like, we were just watching an episode of fucking Futurama, and it's like the very first episode of that show ever, and there's just, Bender pulls those bars apart, and then it like switches
yeah, but that's
views.
an animated show, and
but it's the same idea. It's like it's just poor
yeah, but
editing.
they didn't pour millions of dollars into it. Our sanctuary grows by the day. We chose to know much of technology, but we have chosen to leave it behind on this journey. Our home here on Talon 4 will be a place of simplicity. Structures hewn from the stone, bridges woven with branches, hallways caressed by pure waters. We build around the ancient and noble trees, drawing from their strength and giving them their own in return. All this wild will flow around us from here. Our race will be just one more group of creatures in the knit of nature. It is our hope that such a state will bring with it a great wisdom, a greater understanding of the nature of our universe. Once our city here is complete, we will peer inward and discover the truth. That's why they came to Talon 4.
So they came here to get rid of technology, basically.
Yeah. They kind of came here to, like, reconnect.
Okay. This is their, like, mid-generation, like, life crisis.
Yeah, it's kind of like their midlife crisis.
Yeah.
More like, we're going to be dying soon, and we done fucked. We done fucked some things up.
Oh, so you need to double jump here. Oh, so close.
It's a little tricky.
You just spam it like... Well, I guess you really can't because you only have 3.
Yeah, you only have 3.
So you can't just spam it over and over again. Oh, so close. And you need to do the second boom earlier.
Ah, damn it.
There you go.
There we go. Yeah, no, I needed to do it later, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What was this? Missiles?
Yeah, some more missiles.
So do you get the, like, super missile thing or whatever?
Yeah. It's actually a combination of purge beam and using missiles.
Oh, okay. So you,
it's
like,
not like
switch to missiles and then charge or whatever?
Well, you charge and then you shoot some missiles, and that creates like your super beams.
Cool. Do you get the freeze ray or whatever?
Yeah, so here you actually get all of them as separate beams.
Oh, okay. So you
they
have to
don't
switch like in between them. Oh, hey, you got that.
Yeah, now I'm here. I wanted to get this energy tank before I fought the boss.
Makes sense.
So, yeah, the next thing
Just to go
is
and
boss
find
fight.
out what the poison is all about.
Yeah. So we gotta go back to that one room. The room I always use to like show the difference between LCDs and CRTs.
Right. Yeah, this is
You ever have one of those moments where you're just like, what the fuck were we just doing?
Oh, like what were we just talking about?
Yeah, like I cannot remember.
We were talking about renting things, and we were talking about well, you told the story of waiting until
Yeah, they got their copy of.
to rent it.
I think it was Star Trek 6.
So did you guys have the thing where you would just go and like maybe once a week or once a month or whatever, go and get a movie to rent or a couple of movies to rent or whatever?
Yeah, we would usually do probably once a week, honestly.
Yeah.
And
Well,
it would
my family was poor, so.
well, it would depend. Sometimes we would do it really depended because my mom was like big on like us going outside and
Oh
stuff.
yeah, I mean my mom was too until basically I hit like upper teenage area. Like once I hit like 15, 16, I was inside playing video games 90% of the time.
My mom was very hesitant to get us video games. Actually, she wasn't the one that got us video games, despite the fact that she's the one that
That rented the
Yeah.
system for you and stuff. Ooh, damn.
that was more, I think, just because we had been doing well in school, maybe?
Oh, so she was like rewarding you for doing well in school?
Yeah, something like that.
Hmm.
It was actually my dad. My mom was not happy when my dad got me the N64.
I kind of figured that was the case. I remember you mentioning that it wasn't your mom that got you
Yeah,
the system to begin with.
It didn't help that, my parents were going through a divorce.
Right. So, there was obviously that there as well. I mean, so obviously
These guys suck.
Yeah.
It's like the other ones that slow you down, but they hurt you.
Yeah,
Venom weed.
They do they grow back after a certain point?
Yep.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, you can't kill that enemy.
Obviously my parents didn't go through a divorce or anything like that, but
Oh, what? So your parents were better than mine?
yes. No. No.
Oh shit!
Not at all.
Them sound like fighting words.
But for me, I mean, my parents were poor. I grew up poor, so I was always a generation behind when it came to video games.
Yeah.
Like I had a PS1 when everybody else had a PS2. I had a Nintendo when everybody else had a Super Nintendo. So I was always behind on what was cool and happening at the time.
I mean, at least for me and my friends, any game was cool.
Any game was cool?
Yeah, any game.
Yeah. I didn't play PS2 games until I went over to a friend's house and he had a PS2 and I stayed the night at his place. And it was like a bunch of us stayed the night at his place. And literally it was Devil May Cry 1.
Oh, that's such a good game.
We sat, me and you'll know Eamon, one of my friends. We literally stayed up all night and beat the game.
It's not a very long game.
It's not a very long game, but we literally stayed up all night and beat the game instead of like passing out that day. It was bad.
And by bad, you mean great.
It was amazing. It was a great game. It was just we weren't super good friends. Like he was like entertaining everyone else, and Eamon and I were just sitting there playing fucking Devil May Cry. But you know, it was good.
Yeah.
I remember spending a shit ton of time.
I remember.
Well, because it has like some of those like challenge things that unlock like extra stuff.
Yeah.
And there's one that's like a really tight, like jumping puzzle type thing.
Yeah.
And I spent fucking like an hour and a half trying to beat that goddamn thing, and I don't think I ever actually did.
The challenges are annoying in that game. I had a friend who had a Super Nintendo growing up in elementary school.
Oh yeah.
And it was one of those things where I'd have to go over there because like they would give me a ride to school and like we would all carpool and stuff.
Oh okay. Yeah.
And like
Very suburban of you.
yeah, actually, very very white mom of my mother.
Of them, yeah. In general, yeah. Oh wow,
but
that is such a terrible sound. Oh my god.
He had a Super Nintendo and we would always play Street Fighter.
Oh,
I would
okay.
I would just spam the shit out of Blanca.
Do the
like I didn't know what I was doing. I just held down and what was it? Punch.
Yeah, God, I don't know. I never played Blanca. Was that the where we do like the electric thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, ha, you can't touch me now. It would always be like, how do you play Vega?
Oh god, yeah. Again, spending all this time fucking doing that when you could just shoot it.
Except you don't actually shoot this one.
You just hit it with the fucking things.
You like shine the light on it and that like weakens it.
Did you just kill it in one go?
No.
Oh.
You gotta like set it on fire.
Now it's dead?
No. You gotta do this like 3 times. It's the magic 4 times.
Oh, okay.
See, now I gotta get 2 of them up.
Oh, I see.
Oh no, so it's the sun giving him like
Giving him power.
strength.
Yeah, because he's a big weed. Yeah, that makes sense. So do you have to like get it to hit him in a certain way, or
No, you just have to lift it up.
Flagra? Also, you can shoot him.
Yeah, you do need to shoot him some.
Hmm.
Because he'll actually like smack him back down.
Oh, I see. Okay. Huh. So how long was it before you had a computer?
Oh, we had a computer like right away.
Yeah, you had a computer before you even had like a gaming console or anything?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ah! Get me out of there. Because my dad owned his own business.
Oh, so you got like leftover computers from that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I went the wrong way.
Yeah, he's gonna knock that back down. Maybe not. Oh, yeah, yep, you kept him busy. Nice.
And let's see if I can get over there fast enough.
Oh shit, yeah. There you go.
There.
So for me, I didn't have so my uncle was the computer person.
Yeah.
He's 7 years older than me, so I mean, my mom had like a huge family. He was like the last born, and she was like the third born of 7.
Yeah.
So, so there was like a pretty big age gap there between them, and so he was super into computers. He had like a bunch of, oh damn, he immediately knocked that one back down. So that was really, the first time I ever played a video game was NES, and my cousin had one that I guess I don't remember, I guess his parents got it for him in some manner. I don't remember exactly. I was like 6 or 7 or something at the time.
Yeah.
Played Super Mario Brothers, played Legend of Zelda, played Metroid.
Me and my brother grew up on
N64.
King's Quest.
Oh, King's Quest. Okay.
King's
All right,
Quest and Game of the Jungle.
Because you had a PC first.
Yeah.
So you had those.
We actually had a pretty. I think it was a pretty up to date PC. Up until.
Was it like a IBM like type of deal?
Yeah,
or?
like it was a IBM DOS computer in the 80s.
Right, okay. Yeah, so you probably
but then
had like
like
a 386 of some sort.
Like freaking. Remember Gateway computers?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got one of those. Packard Bell. We had one of those.
I can't remember. I think the brand do you remember the brand Patriot?
No.
It was like it was very.
We only got computers from companies that went under.
Oh, well.
IBM, Gateway, Packard Bell.
But technically, IBM's still around. They just don't make stuff anymore.
I mean, yeah, but they're nowhere near like.
They're all about software solutions now, and like.
They're more of a business thing. And very astute.
Oh,
yeah.
Congrats. Now you actually look like Samus.
Yeah.
But yeah, the first ever computer that I had was actually one that was one of those that you get that was like advertised on TV. And my mom paid out the fucking nose for that computer.
Oh,
like
yeah.
she easily must.
And now
have...
all the water's clean.
Oh, okay.
Toxin scans negative.
Water is free of poison.
Except I still probably shouldn't go. Because I'm really slow in the water.
So does it implement like, well, no, because you're in a suit, so obviously you don't have to worry about breathing. Never mind.
No, but I do like get slowed down.
Oh, okay.
So the gravity suit is a thing in this game.
Oh, yeah.
100 health.
Oh, ultra health.
Yeah.
So is that there just because you just finished killing the boss?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I love these old guys. They
They drop pulse bombs.
well, they come towards you.
Oh,
when
wow.
you
when you charge up your thing.
yeah.
Oh, wow. That's interesting.
So they like take away one of your weapons.
Oh, wow. So yeah, that's how I got my first PC. It was like I don't remember what the specs were at all. It wasn't great, I can tell you that. It had integrated graphics and stuff like it was still during that period.
Yeah. My Like my original PCs were running MS DOS and shit.
Oh no, mine had Windows. Mine had Windows 95 or 98. I can't remember which. I think it was 98 actually.
I remember.
I mean, we're talking. I
might still have the disc somewhere. Stupid Windows tricks.
Yeah.
Where it would like make your windows all wobbly as you moved them around.
Yeah, that's funny.
And it would give like different sound effects. You can read this one.
Okay. The world of living things feels strange to us. We who have existed so long on the edges of time and space. It is clear now that we Chozo can never return to our dimension, not while the great poison reaches even further into the planet. It is so powerful, this creeping evil, that our wills are crumbling and our minds beginning to fail. And so, before it is too late, we now make our last stand. We have begun to build a temple to contain this darkness. At its heart, we will place a cipher, a mystical lock powered by 12 artifacts and filled with as much power as we Chozo can harness in our ethereal states. Even when we are done, it may be too late.
Yeah, so they decided to seal up the crash site.
Okay.
And 12 artifacts, that sounds like the thing that space pirates found.
Right.
So
actually, I can tell you how old that, because I had the game Jazz Jackrabbit. Have you ever played that game?
Yeah, I played Jazz Jackrabbit.
Yep, that was one of the newer games that computer came with.
Okay, so I can go to the next area. I don't wanna.
Was a 1994 MS-DOS game. So somewhere around, I was like, I think I was in high school. I'm pretty sure because I took this computer with me to college, and and it was just powerful enough to play Diablo 2. And I got super into Diablo 2 like senior year of high school.
Yeah.
And was playing it a bunch and went to college, and first semester before I decided fuck it, I just wasn't going to go to class like an idiot. What?
I got to wait for it to go back up.
Oh, you missed it. First semester before I decided I was just not going to go to class anymore. The second semester I met a bunch of dudes who were also super into Diablo 2, so we literally just fucking played that all the time.
Yeah, I mean, college is the place for shit like that.
Yeah.
You should have been like, nah, I'm gonna go into like technology.
That wasn't the school for that, unfortunately. That West Virginia Tech did not have, like.
I mean, there's your problem. You went to a tech school.
I mean, yes, that's exactly my problem. I should have went to well, fuck. I should have went to WVU instead.
You should have gone to Marshall.
Well, Marshall wasn't really highly thought of at that point.
Well, neither was WVU.
Well, WVU was the shiz back then. In this state, that was where you went.
I mean, I guess. WVU is a party school. You're talking to an academic here about this shit. WVU is a party school.
I mean, to be fair, it wasn't as bad of a party school when I went to college.
Okay, so there's some cracks there.
But you don't have the ability to do that yet, right?
Well, I was thinking I might be able to get it now because the water's clean.
Oh, yeah.
No, I need to...
Still need the gravity thing.
Yeah, because what I can do... Now that this is clean... It'll, like, shoot me up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, see?
Right, but you don't have the gravity thing.
But I don't have the spider ball.
Or a spider ball or whatever, yeah.
But I can... go here now.
But yeah, that was definitely an instance of the friends that I made at the very end of my time at that school are the ones that I wish I would have made at the beginning.
Yeah.
Because they would have kept me in class and kept me interested in things.
Chris, I still don't think there's anything I can do in here.
Because they were like, they were ones that were doing like computer science stuff.
Yeah, I need the grapple beam.
And I would have had somebody to go to be like, I don't know how to do this. Like, can you help?
Yeah.
Instead of just not knowing. And like the other people that I was rooming with, none of them, knew any of that shit. So it was just like, and they were also kind of like, the only one that was semi cool was the dude that I roomed with, and like the other people that he was friends with both hated me. And
oh yeah.
yeah, like I guess because they thought I was taking their friend away from them or something. I don't fucking know. But
well, you're notorious about that.
Apparently. And so yeah, that whole situation was kind of fucked to begin with.
Can't go back up that way. I gotta go down. I don't want to fight you. You're annoying to fight, right? Yeah, I didn't really play many video games in college.
Well, yeah, I mean,
I was
you were a good college student.
Well, I was an academic.
Yeah. I mean, you also had, you had a brother that was, the same way, and, your mom was kind of in the same way and really pushed you guys to do that kind of stuff. I mean, that's the one thing that my parents, like, I was the first one in my family to go to college to begin with. And so, like, just going to college was an achievement in and of itself. Instead of, like, of course you're going to college type of thing. It was like, holy shit. Like, not only was I going to college, but I had a free ride, and, it was like it was a
Man,
huge
you
deal.
really blew it, didn't you?
I fucking blew it so bad, dude. Like, that's why I have the amount of student loans that I do, because I blew it. And
oh, I can do this now, though.
yeah, you can do that. And so that ride was no longer free. I had to pay for it. Oh, you fucked up.
Well, I needed to do that, so it worked out. Yeah, I mostly played my PS2 during college.
See, I had a PS2 because my cousin ended up grabbing one of the slim, like, top loader PS2s for like a decent price somewhere. I don't know. And this was like, again, this was when the 360 and PS3 were big.
Yeah.
He got a PS2 and we modded that, and that's where 90% of my PS2 games that I played came from, was downloading them and burning them to
You mean you didn't pay for your games?
No, not at all. I did there for a little.
That's illegal.
I did there. To be fair, I did for a little bit, and then we figured out how to mod it, and I was like, fuck that.
Yeah, PS2 modding has come a long way.
Yeah, because when we did it, you had to have a top loader, and you basically replaced the entire
you had to
shell
disk swap. Basically.
Yeah, and you had to do the disk swap thing, which was a bit of a pain, but it worked. The only thing it didn't work on was the God of War games, and that's part of the reason why I never played the God of War games.
Oh, the first one's good-ish.
That's just, I don't know.
Um,
To be fair, I've never really given them much of a try. So.
Off to Magmore Caverns.
Oh, so we're completely changing areas now, huh?
Yep.
But yeah, that's where I played Disgaea. That's when I played, like Final Fantasy X. That's when, like, yeah, that's when I played a lot of the PS2 games that I played.
It's such a good game. Oh, whew.
Yeah, I finally got you to play that game forever ago.
Oh, for me, it was always the sphere grid was a hindrance.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you like, did you just end up like figuring it out, or did you like watch a video that explained it or something?
I mean, I just sat down and
Just figured it out.
figured it
basically.
out.
Yeah. So now that you have the Varia suit, can you go to like the hot place?
Yeah, I was just there.
Oh, okay.
But I need the grapple beam to actually do
Oh,
anything in
right,
that
right.
room.
Gotcha.
So, do you have chat pulled up?
No, not really. There wasn't anybody in there, so I just.
Oh, well,
Mm.
you should.
I guess there's a big deal with changes to. Oh,
Oh,
hey, Galen's here. Hey, Galen, what's up? I'm sorry.
See, people were here. You were just being a jackass.
Yeah, I feel you about the possessiveness. So she said, "What is it with college kids and possessiveness of friends?" Yeah.
Oh, I don't
I don't know.
fucking know.
I think it's just like a leftover high school bullshit thing. Like the dude, like one of the dudes was okay. Like he wasn't like an asshole, but the other one was like super asshole. But he was also like we tried to play D&D.
Oh, just the music.
Oh, okay.
I like drums.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay, it's this song. I've heard like the remix of this in your car. We tried to play D&D, and he was definitely the type of DM that you just don't want to play with.
Yeah.
Like he was very like what's the word, like aggro DM, like very like it's him against the players instead of, you know, this idea, which I guess is very like kind of old school.
There is a key in that right there.
In what?
In
Oh,
this.
in that. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Just can't get it yet.
You just can't get it yet. So she said she and her befriended some of the same people when they would call the room to invite us both out, my roomie would lie about me being busy to go. It's so high school. Yeah, that's very like just super high school bullshit.
I mean, I was friends with someone that like just because I wanted to like hang out with them, they were like, "You're being too needy." I'm like, I just want to hang out.
Yeah, like that's just weird.
Like I think I mentioned like she hung out with it was her and another one of our friends like hung out, and I was like, "Oh man, you should have like called me. I would have come hung out." And she was like, "Oh, it was just us." And then like it turned into this whole big thing, and I was like, "What?"
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was just like, "What?" I just wanted to hang out.
Was this someone I know?
No.
Oh, okay. But she was friends with one of our current friends.
No.
Oh, you made it sound like she was friends with someone that we.
No.
mutually know.
You don't know either one of these people.
Oh, okay. Okay.
One of them I've told you about. quite a bit.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The other one. Ah!
I was gonna say you ran right into that one.
Well, they spit you out. They're like, no, no! You gotta get them to eat a bomb.
Yeah. It's
No! Oh my god.
Galen said, "I don't get people like that. Why leave someone out when a group gets together?" Yeah, I don't get that either. Like, if you can't be
like, I could see like being like, oh, we just want to hang out like ourselves.
Yeah. I mean, if it's something that like it's not going to be like a group get together, it's just going to be you and another person. Sure, 100%. But if it's you and a mutual bunch of friends,
I hate these guys so much.
if it's going to be you and a mutual bunch of friends, like if you can't be friends, like if you can't hang out together.
I was gonna say, I think I broke it.
I thought you like jammed up against there. But like if you can't hang out with friends together,
damn it!
It's very like they just kind of like teleport onto you a little bit there. A little shitty.
Yeah.
You just go around them.
I mean, I can, but
just go around them.
Just eat.
Well, okay, never mind. But yeah,
son of a.
You just need to start laying bombs as soon as you get to that set of lights. Yeah, like right there. Just lay a fuck ton of bombs. So you killed him. And same with the other one. I mean, the thing that's fucking you is the yeah. There you go.
Well, once you get a bomb in them, you're good. Because I can't jump over this yet.
Right, because you don't have the double jump.
Yeah. Woo! Visor effect.
I mean, that's really neat.
You can see her eyes. Did you see it?
Oh, really? I don't know what you're. I don't see it.
Look like in the center. Right after the explosion.
Oh, whoa. Okay.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that's cool. Wow.
They put a lot of detail in this game.
Well, I mean, that's Nintendo for you.
Right, except it wasn't Nintendo.
Oh, right. This was that Retro Games or whatever. What the hell was
Retro
it?
Studios?
Retro Studios.
Yeah. Like their first game.
No, just piggybacking on what we were talking about. It was just like, why have a group if the group isn't going to be a group? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that's just fucking lame.
Up here.
It's just people, and like everything else, it's all about communication and lack thereof.
Yeah. Yeah. And a lot of
It's just human life in general is just whether it's either lack of communication or good communication resulting in, good things. I mean, that's just it. This is just a room with a bunch of those vents in it.
No, it's how you get into this.
Oh, that's how you get down there. I see. Okay.
We'll end up at there's like a power up down.
Yeah, college kids are definitely not great at the whole communication thing. Which, I mean,
it's part of going to college.
Yeah, it's part of figuring out yourself. It's part of, like, as much as kids in high school want to be like, and I thought the same thing in high school. Like, I thought I had figured everything out by the time I was like 17, 18 and like figured out like who I was and where I fit in the things and everything. And no, not at all. I was like completely fucking wrong about all of that.
Yeah, I wanted to be a musician in high school.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't know what I wanted to be or anything like that. I mean, just like,
Well, I mean, yeah, but academic. Again.
right, yeah, you know.
Academic before I knew I was an academic.
Yeah. And I don't even remember, like, honestly, as a kid, it was always like dinosaurs or something with stars and like space. And then I just never like once it became time to do something with college, I was just like, those just were not even an option for some reason. And I don't remember why. Like it
Well,
wasn't
it's
it wasn't
not-
like, you know, it wasn't like I was like, I'm too stupid to do that, or that's really difficult and I don't know if I could do that, or anything like that. Like it didn't even become like a thing that I was like,
Yeah,
you know,
well, the path you have to take to do stuff like that, like if you want to be a paleontologist,
right.
is very indirect because basically you have to take a bunch of geology and biology stuff, and then like,
Right. I mean, you have to understand,
and then
the
you go to
now
grad school, and
to be
that's
able to understand the past.
um.
You have to go to grad school and then what?
And then you can be like, oh, I'm a paleontologist.
Yeah.
So there's not like a paleontologist major.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess for me, it was just like, I never, I mean, it literally just never crossed my mind once I like was out of, you know, once I basically hit high school. Like the only thing, like the thing that I thought about was like, maybe I could be like a cook, like a chef or something like that.
Yeah. Well, you
Uh,
think more like traditional careers.
Yeah, yeah. And then it was like, well, you know, I could do something with IT because I had interest in computers, but it was never like it was never like a, you know, sit down and figure out how to do shit on PC on like computers type of thing. Like that never became a thing until like IT, you know, jobs became like a thing that I could do, you know?
Yeah.
Like it never really became it never was a thing that I thought about before that.
Yeah. You actually want to go
Yeah,
get
let me
the
go grab that.
our washer is rumbling.
Yep. It's a rumbling.
Sit here and scan stuff. Because I have to scan stuff because it's Metroid. Oh. I remember this. This sucks. Yeah, this is not fun. Just nice and slow here. Ha. Whew. Okay. Ready to pass the first part? Oh, and this is just for a missile tank. Okay. Oh, okay. All right, there we go. Yeah, I'm actually not supposed to be here yet. But we'll just do a little backtracking. While we wait for Mike to come back. Like, I don't know why people hate backtracking in games so much. Ah! I like exploring, like, previously traveled areas. I've always found it quite enjoyable. Yeah, you missed it. I had to morph ball roll on platforms that didn't have rails.
Oh.
Yeah. But it's okay because I'm super elite.
You're super elite.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like the greatest Metroid player ever. Okay. Nope.
Q falling into the lava. Greatest Metroid player ever.
Well, I'm a little rusty on the double bomb jump.
Galen said, I get too impatient with backtracking. I guess I tend to be too thorough the first time, so I doom myself. Yeah, I'm JRPGs have trained me to like.
Oh, this is what I was waiting for.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, JRPGs have basically trained me to check every nook and cranny of everything.
Yeah, but like in Metroid, it's just like you cannot. You cannot.
You have to get up there?
No, but I think it's an energy tank.
Can you not just like unmorph ball and jump up there?
Nope.
Oh, that's shitty. You're gonna die. You're just saying fuck it?
Yeah.
That's funny.
I mean, I have to come back through here anyway.
Yeah.
At some point. But yeah, Metroid games, you just can't. Because they like purposely design it.
So you're better off just to go where you know you need to go and then...
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that.
Because otherwise you spend like hours trying to do one thing. Nice.
I guess that's the big difference between Metroid and other...
Well, you have to remember, like,
Metroidvanias.
with Metroidvania games, like, the environment is the game.
Right.
Like, the world is the game. Like, that's why you're playing a Metroid game, is to explore the world and, like, find all these little nooks and crannies and get all these abilities and be like, oh, yeah, now I can go and, like, do this and all that.
Yeah.
And, like...
That's true.
You're... A save station detected. Like that's the whole point of a Metroid game.
Of a Metroidvania in general.
Yeah. So, and like if you don't enjoy exploring the world and like, because with like an RPG or something, it's like, yeah, you can pretty much find everything your first go around.
Well, usually, yeah. I mean, unless it's, you know, one of those things where it's like you make a decision and that decision is like a branching point or something like that.
Yeah.
Like that's usually the only time it's
Well,
not
like,
the case.
I can't get in here yet. Oh wait, no, yeah, I can.
I was gonna say you literally just did.
Oh, whoops. Oh. Thought I couldn't yet. But then the only thing back here is the space pirate.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, it's a lock to the door.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. This is like the furthest I've made it in this game in years.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, because usually I just play until the Varia suit,
Okay.
or I play until I get to like the first boss or something.
I gotcha.
Like that first bug boss. They gave me the missiles.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've played this game so many times.
Right.
So. In fact, I might actually restart this on the Wii U later and try to like play ahead.
Oh, that, and then just switch to the Wii U.
Well, no, like play ahead so I know like what's coming.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay.
Like remind myself.
Yeah, so you're not like. Oh, what's the ant?
So it's another creature that like
Takes away one of your weapons.
takes away your vision.
Oh, jeez.
But it starts moving faster if you charge beam.
Oh, he is alive. Oh, that poor bastard. Wow. You just ruined his day.
Well, I murdered him.
Ugh.
Well, listen, if they weren't like attacking me, I wouldn't attack them.
I guess that's true. I wonder if they've ever done that in a Metroidvania. Just had it to where, like, I guess, like, do the idea of like,
Passive runs.
yeah.
I mean, it's not really that much. I mean, like, you can go through, like, there are parts, like, there's a part in Super Metroid
Yeah.
where you can save a bunch of animals.
Mm.
And it's entirely optional. But it's like being like, oh, not all the vegetation and flora and fauna are out to kill you.
Yeah.
Just some of it.
See, I will say that's like, so coming from video games to trying to do pen and paper RPGs, specifically D&D, that's the big obstacle right now, and like the big push by people in general, to go along with like the idea of getting away from things like all goblins are inherently evil and that type of idea.
Yeah.
Is going along the lines of giving the foes that the party face in a particular, session or what have you, giving them like dimensions to where the foes they're facing aren't just one-dimensional things, but are actually like
like a living, breathing part of the world.
like a living, breathing entity in the world, and like there are consequences to the party just deciding, well, we're gonna kill that, or
oh my god, these little guys are so annoying.
yeah, those guys suck. You like oop, I hit my mic. You have instances to where things aren't just evil, like things are like the party might go to a situation where a town is like, hey, there's this group of gnolls that are I don't know if you know what a gnoll is. Like
No.
So a gnoll is like a well, we'll say it's a group of orcs. You know what orcs are.
Yeah.
There's a group of orcs that are tormenting our town, can you guys go take care of it?
Can't kill those things yet.
And instead of it just being a group of orcs that are, you know, that are just evil, like they're just assholes. They're just there to you know, fuck with humans and you know, fuck with other sentient life in general. Like, what the town calls tormenting is in actuality those orcs just trying to survive. Like, those orcs are just there, like, the quote-unquote tormenting that the town is experiencing is actually the orcs just, you know, stealing livestock or something like that. None know if our temple, the cradle, will prove powerful enough to contain this evil forever. How can we, Chozo, hope for it to remain intact when that which it guards writhes in the darkness, growing always stronger? The fate of the world rests with the gathering of artifacts we call the cipher, but even if it is not all-powerful, it is strong. Yes, an enchanted whole made of 12 links. Still, it is finite in its reach, and we who guard it are slowly succumbing. When our vigilance crumbles away into madness, the cipher will be exposed, and the fate of Talon 4 will be beyond our influence. Okay. So they're just basically, even in their all-knowingness, they still don't know if it's powerful enough to hold
like they
what's
don't
there.
know everything.
Yeah. But yeah, so like that, so it's like that type of situation to where it's like the dilemma of, you know, do you ignore the town and just let the orcs continue to steal from them, which, you know, could have consequences.
Yeah.
You know, in that, you know, maybe the town doesn't have enough food to feed its people now, or something like that. Or you know, do you go and kill these orcs that are just simply trying to survive? You know, it's that type of thing.
Yeah, it's more than just the doom. If it moves, shoot it. If it doesn't move,
Right.
until it does.
Right. And that's like a huge push from the D&D, from the RPG community in general, is going more in that direction of like things having more meaning than just simply there's a dungeon with a bunch of shit in it, go kill it. Go grab whatever treasure's in there and, you know, move on. You know, no consequences, no, you know, nuance or anything like that. And I don't know, it's something that video games, I think, are lacking a little.
I mean, your more complicated games have stuff like that, like your Witchers and stuff.
Yeah, from what I've understood, that is the case. You know, I don't know. So for me,
I mean, it depends on what the game is. Because
right.
sometimes the game is like, oh, it's a shooter.
Right.
Sometimes,
right. Sometimes the game is just Doom, and it's the idea. You know, it's the fun of the game is the feel of
the combat,
the feel
everything.
of the traversal of the world and that type of stuff, or the fun of the game is the puzzle elements in it instead of, you know, the nuance of the world building and things like that. And you know, that's an instance where RPGs can do more. And from what I understand, there are like certain... Oh, nice. That seems important.
Boost ball!
Oh, now you can jump.
No. Now I can go fast.
Oh, now you can go fast.
Now I can go fast. Now I can do some sweet half pipe tricks.
Like, from what I understand, like that's like the quote unquote good writing in Witcher 3. That's quote unquote the good writing in like
a BioWare game.
A BioWare game, or even like Oh, hey, it even gives you like a spot to fuck around with it. That's cool.
Yeah,
Um,
because it's like, hey, you just got a thing.
like that's the good writing and the good portions of like missions of like Skyrim or Oblivion or whatever. Um, is there's more nuance to things than just bad guy do bad things, kill bad guy type of stuff. But I don't know. Like that stuff is interesting, but I don't know. At the same time, there is a like a sense of just like
I'm gonna need to double jump.
like there's still like in video games where that stuff happens.
Many Chozo have gone beyond now, and this is a mercy. Those of us who remain suffer in dimensional flux, drifting helplessly across time and space, guided by unseen,
Inexorable.
inexorable currents. The Chozo who cling to sanity fight the tide, but our minds are weakening. Soon we will all be like the turned Chozo who have been utterly corrupted. But the great poison, the turned still hold to their Chozo forms, but their minds are black. Bell intention. Gone is their respect for life. They honor only destruction and seek to disrupt the artifacts holding the great poison at bay. All life taunts them, and they do not rest. Before long, they will. All that remain of the Chozo here.
Huh.
Yeah, there are some of them that are like
That have been corrupted and are
crazy.
basically trying to undo what they all did to prevent more bad things from happening. Excuse me.
So we're actually going to be coming to an end here.
Yeah, I was gonna say we should. We've been streaming, I think, for almost 3 hours at this point.
Like I said, I want to get the jump.
Like the double jump?
Yeah, the space jump.
Okay. Is it here somewhere?
No, we actually have to backtrack, all the way back to the beginning, but that doesn't actually take that long. For other half-pipe configuration.
Oh, that's cool. Huh.
Yeah, and it's telling me to go back.
That's neat. So it's like, hey, you have a thing, now you can go do this, in case you forgot that it was there. That's cool. I will say there are a lot of Metroidvanias that could really learn from that type of, like... I mean, some people would call that, like, hand-holding, but I think that's just, like... That's just good design. Like, that's just smart...
Well, so, some people like it. I like that they give you the option to turn it off.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, that should just be...
friendly.
Yeah. Like, that should just be the thing for literally anything that makes the game more accessible to more people. Is always give the ability to do so, but also give people the option to turn it off. That way it's the best of both worlds. And any moron that wants to complain about it at that point, they're just being assholes to be assholes. Like, there's absolutely no reason that, something couldn't be easier to make it to where more people...
Well, it's like people that are against easy mode in Dark Souls.
Right.
Like, no, there is an easy mode in Dark Souls. And you played it that way. the game just doesn't tell you explicitly this is the easy mode.
What do you mean, like playing with people and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, like, because the game is like, if you don't play with people, you're gonna end up like Knight Solaire, and things don't end well for him. Look look at the horrible fate that befalls him, and look at the people that are like, no easy mode in Dark Souls. They're like terrible people.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I will say that. Are you gonna do this again?
I'm gonna give it a try.
Oh, so close. I mean, I will say the people that complain about easy mode are also misunderstanding what an easy mode would be in that type of game. Like, an easy mode in Dark Souls isn't just like...
I mean, it just makes it to where more people can play.
Yeah, I mean, an easy mode in Dark Souls would be something like it would go out of its way to like explain mechanics. You know, it would go out of its way to like.
God, that would be a rich idea for Dark Souls. Explain its mechanics.
Yeah. You know, it would go out of its way to explain, you know, that yes, this thing looks intimidating that you're fighting, but it's really just, you know, 3 different attack patterns that you have to basically just calm down and figure out, you know?
Well, and that's what co-op allows you to do.
True. Or, you know, it allows you to, like, hang back and let the other person do all the work.
Well, but it gives you additional time to, like, all right, what are its attacks? What is it going to do? You know?
But, like, a true easy mode would stop the action and be like, this is what's happening. This is what it's going to do. Show you like the next 4 frames or whatever.
I mean, I think that's a little.
No, why? You don't think that if you went back?
I don't think design like that is necessarily needed.
No.
No. Why
not?
I don't know. I like to think people are smarter than that.
Well, see, the problem is you're thinking that way based on the fact that you're assuming that people are playing the game have played other games like that. Like, nothing should stop anyone from ever that be literally the first game they've ever played, pick up and play.
Yeah, but I mean, also there is something to be said about making a game challenging and like not making it easy just because that's what people want.
Like but see, the thing is like
it's like the difference between motherfucker, and they know which exit to throw me out of too.
Well, of course, it's the one you came out of. Or the one you entered, I should say. But see, that's like take for instance the game Celeste.
But I was gonna say it's like, oh son of a, it's like Mario.
Okay.
Well, Mario has like those hard levels, but you don't have to beat those levels to beat the game.
I mean, in Mario 1 you do. I mean, technically there are, you know, warp zones to skip some of that, but obviously you still have to beat World 8 in Mario.
Well, yeah, I'm talking about like the special stages and whatnot.
Oh, okay.
And like, you know, Super Mario 3D World or whatever.
Oh, okay. Like the extra levels in like Super Mario Brothers 3 and the the whatever the hell that was, Warp Road, the Star Road or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, sure. I mean, yeah, like Galen says, games can stay challenging in other modes. Like, just because...
When I think, like, modifications really help things like Dark Souls.
Oh, you do, like, mods to the game itself, you mean?
Well, no, not mods to the game itself, but, like, player restriction. Like being like, I'm only going to use this weapon, and the weapon's not very good, or
Well, I mean, that's the community. Like, that's no different than, like, playing Super Mario Brothers 3 and saying, I'm not going to use a warp whistle and beat the game, or, something like that, where it's, you're purposely, making yourself play through everything, or you're purposely, like, making the game harder for yourself.
Yeah. But that can be an area of challenge.
Sure. I don't know. I would... Oh, excuse me. I would say... I would venture to guess that type of idea... I mean, well, obviously it's not the norm of people that play, those games. Because for every person that has, spent thousands and thousands of hours playing a Dark Souls game, or Bloodborne, or Sekiro, or whatever.
Nobody's played thousands of hours of Sekiro.
Oh, I guarantee they have.
I mean, I guarantee they have too, but it's just not a very good game.
No, but
that's a game that needs difficulty.
Yeah, I mean, that game is,
like, it's inaccessible
that game is difficult
to people. Like, my brother, he's played all the Souls, Bloodborne, all those. Like, he's played a bunch of really hard games, and he was just like, yeah, no, it's too hard.
Yeah, that game is hard. That game is ridiculously, brutally hard.
All right, well, fastest way is going to be this way.
But yeah, fuck, I forgot what I was going to say. Shit. Right, oh yeah. But for, like, every person that, plays one of those games, plays this game a shit ton, to where this game is just, it's easy. Like, this game isn't hard to them anymore.
Yeah.
Or, not to say, I don't know if this game's hard in general or not. I don't know.
I mean, it has parts.
But, for every person that's like that, there are people that play the game once, experience it however they experience it, and then, never touch it again.
Yeah.
So,
I think the important thing is making people that play like that, making their first experience count.
Right. Yeah. And making that first experience accessible in a means to where it doesn't prevent them from enjoying the game.
Yeah.
Like, any game that is built around a story should 1000% have the ability to, quote unquote, play the game to just enjoy the story. Like, it should...
Oh, all Mass Effect 3?
Oh, I don't know.
They literally had a narrative mode. You could play on easy, normal, difficult, and then there was a special narrative mode where the combat was, like, basically non-existent.
Good, yeah.
And you just made the narrative decisions. And everyone hated it.
Really? Why?
Because they were like, no, it makes the game too easy.
Ugh. But yeah, no.
But it was like that because the writer was not good at games.
Right.
So, like, the person that wrote Mass Effect 3...
to be able to get through the game, to make sure that everything was, correct and how they wanted it or whatever, needed a narrative mode, I guess. I'm assuming you're having to concentrate to get this to work correctly.
Yeah, a little bit.
You're not making any headway.
Well, it's hard. Ah! Okay, well, I think where I need to go. What are you doing?
Well, my cat finally moved, so I'm moving to a more comfy spot. Sorry. So I had to, like, situate myself some.
Okay, that's just gonna go around that way. Yeah, I gotta do that.
I know, I can't remember what game it was. But it had like a narrative mode where you could literally, here you go. Just play the game. Like, I mean, you could just go through the game, make whatever story decisions needed to be made, and then just enjoy the story. And
yeah,
I think that's fantastic. It's not something I would do on the first time playing through.
well, it's not something I would do
But
personally.
yeah, but there's absolutely no reason that it should, it shouldn't be there.
Well, like you were saying, the options in Celeste where you can literally just make it so, where you have infinite jumps.
Right. Yeah. And like that thing, like the beauty about Celeste is it literally makes
Yeah,
it
there's
to
my ship.
Oh, cool. It literally makes it to where anybody can play that game. That game is
a space jump.
Oh, was it in here?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Anybody can play that game.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if it's literally the first game you've ever played. Like, it doesn't matter if you only have, feet to play the game, or you need some type of special equipment to play the game.
Well, I don't know. Like, Broly plays fighting games, and he makes it work for him.
Yeah, and that's incredible. But for every person
But
that's made it work for them, there are plenty of people that go, oh, I can't play video games because
Let me before. Well, and Microsoft's been doing a lot with that.
a lot of games have done a lot with that. And
Well, I think it's more on when you start talking about like physical disabilities, it becomes less about the game developers and the hardware maker.
Sure. Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
the Wii was actually a big thing because like
yeah.
people could be like, oh, I can actually do this because I can move my arm a little bit.
Right. Predator activity analyzed.
Yeah, it's the
That's the next place you need to go.
yeah.
Oh, is this the end of the game?
No.
Oh. Okay, never mind then.
We haven't even been to every area.
Okay. Well, it was.
But this is the one that like takes the longest to load.
Oh, because it's loading the next area.
Yeah, because the next area is the end game.
Mm.
Like, and it's also.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, you can see the smoke off my gun.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, you didn't do it enough. Oh, wow, that's
Okay.
cool. Man, those little touches are ridiculous.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Celeste literally made it to where literally anybody can play that game, and that's amazing.
But yeah, these are all. Here's our first treasure of our artifact.
Oh, cool.
They just put it at the entrance, just as a freebie. They were like, you know what? There's 12 of them. Like,
Give you a taste.
yeah. But no, the end game is to get into this impact crater.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna quickly scan all of these.
And then we're gonna call it.
Yep. And then we're gonna call it here, because these give you hints on where they all are.
Oh, okay.
And so now, as we're going through, we'll get those little hints.
Those will like pop up as you
Well,
get
no,
close
we can reference back to them.
Oh, I see.
So we can like.
Oh, okay. Oh, I don't think you got them all.
I don't think they're all here.
Oh, maybe not.
Because some of them, like the Space Pirates have some of them.
Oh, right.
And the sound has totally glitched out.
B.
So we're gonna call it
We're
call it quits here, because
Anyway,
I gotta restart anyway, because
glitched. Yay. Is there a save spot? Or are you just gonna use the ship save spot?
yeah.
Oh, right. You have the double jump now.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, we're gonna call it quits here.
Can you get back to the menu from here?
Yeah.
Yeah, do that so we'll get rid of that.
You don't want to hear the.
No, I don't.
Well, scanning noise.
Yeah.
Well, I hope people have enjoyed.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to beat this before Dredge comes out.
No, unfortunately not. My schedule was pretty poopy for
But
that.
we're gonna. I think we should just try to go through the Metroid series like in order for it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because I mean that's what we're doing. Which means I gotta play Metroid 2. Metroid
What?
Prime 2.
Oh, okay.
Not the biggest Metroid Prime 2 fan.
Oh,
So,
okay.
as someone on the internet said, I just suck at ammo conservation. I'm like, no, I don't like the game as much. Like,
But does it make a big deal about keeping track of ammo?
you have ammo in that game for your beams. So,
All right, well. Thank you for watching, Galen. Enjoy the rewind to the VOD. You get the beginning of it and us talking a lot about renting video games and videos as kids. So enjoy. And thank you anyone else that watches And
I like my brother's response to us playing on a CRT. That's the way it was meant to be played back in my day.
yeah, I saw that. Anyway, thank you everyone, and have a lovely evening. And we're gonna stop the stream now as soon as I get up and do it.